On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
From the playing fields to the sidelines, from Florida to California, from the Big 12 to the Big 10, welcome to the wide world of Raff. Live from the 93.7 The Ticket studios in the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Chris Raff.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the Wide World of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. Harrison, usually every show we talk NFL football, and we are going to do that again tonight. But before we get to the NFL football, I've got to have a word with Husker Football Nation.
Oh, God.
Dear Husker Football Nation, this is me, Raff, from the drive in the mornings. Been preaching, recruiting, talked about it this morning. Here's the deal. There is 155 hours until signing day on the 20th. It'll be 6 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
And my message to Nebraska, Husker Football Nation, RELAX. Straight from the Aaron Rodgers playbook. Take a deep breath and relax. They've got a plan down there at the university. I know a lot of people are flipping out about Kyle McCord deciding
the sky's falling, Raph. The sky's falling.
deciding that, he's going to look elsewhere. And here's the deal about that. There's a plan. It's going to come to fruition. Everything's going to be just fine. Take a deep breath. There will be quarterbacks down at the university next year. It's going to be okay. You can get lost down a rabbit hole. There's a lot of posts going out tonight on Twitter and stuff. Don't get caught in that. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. Coach Rule, coaching staff, they've got a plan down there. Just relax. Everything's going to be all right. I had to get that off my chest because I've been sitting here all night just like, guys, last night or yesterday it was, oh my God, Coach Rule, he's the greatest coach in the history of the world. We got all these players coming in, and then all of a sudden tonight they hear news of one thing and it's like the sky's falling. I've been getting texts all night, people asking me, what do you think? What do you think? I'm like, it's fine. Everything is fine. It's gonna be fine. Deep breaths, relax. 155 hours. There's gonna be a lot of ebbs and a lot of flows over the next 5 days, 6 days. Just relax. If you need to do something, you can always contribute to the 1890 initiative. NEB, NIL, 801. You can do that. That's something fun, but we'll be fine. Nebraska football is going to be just fine.
That's what the public needs to hear.
Never been more confident probably over the last. When was Bo Pelini here? 7, 8, 9 years, 8 years ago.
18 would have been Frost's first year, so 17.
And then, you got
Mike Riley
years.
2 years. Yeah, Mike Riley, 17, 16, 15.
So yeah, I feel good about the direction of Nebraska football. I know that they've got a plan down there. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be just fine, and might even, in 155 hours. Well, after the signees come in, you're going to be fairly pleased. I think there will be some surprises along the way with Nebraska football, with recruits that we don't even know about yet. So hang in there, Nebraska football. Everything's going to be just fine.
Yeah, we still got the number one recruit in 2024 class. We don't know. Obviously, we just learned. Wait till they put on a Husker jersey and start going to classes. But there's still reasons to be optimistic.
I will put my name on it right now that Nebraska football is going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
Have you done that before in the past, in recent history?
Nope, not recently. I have not.
Okay, good. That makes me feel
first time in a while where I feel very confident with the direction of Nebraska football. So all's going to be good. So relax. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in Twitter. There's a lot of people posting a lot of stuff that have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh man, I've been seeing that stuff left and right.
They're just trying to grab you in there and trying to grab and pull you in. Don't go down that rabbit hole. It's not worth it. No worry, stressing out. So all's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's all right,
Man,
Harrison.
Needed you here last night and earlier tonight. It's been ticket weeknights usually isn't the breaking news place at the ticket studios, but 2 nights in a row it's been breaking news for me and Amon Green of esports to chew through it. And text line sorry again, if you're watching the streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 951. You guys have been great through the whole thing. Having some people out there doing the flight trackers for us in the middle of our shows with breaking news. You got
to know. You got to know. But yeah, I know that there's a plan down there. I would say honestly, I was not surprised actually. I've been confident with the plan. If McCord would have came here, it'd have been great for Nebraska. But at the end of the day, I think it'll all work out.
I just feel bad for Kalen. I don't know what the situation is there, but that's the one. I just, good luck to him. I hope he balls out wherever he ends up going, because I know he really, from at least I don't know him and I've never had conversations, but from the outside looking in, looked like he really wanted to be a Husker.
Well,
so good luck to him in the future.
Here's the deal about that. Kalen's not a done deal yet at Nebraska. He's going to Michigan State to take a look at it, but that book's not closed either. It would not surprise me yet one bit if he still ends up at Nebraska. So like I said, deep breaths, relax, let it play out. You got 155 hours till signing day, and a lot of those questions will be answered. There's nothing you can do. And another thing too is people out there, they're tweeting crazy stuff and posting crazy stuff. Don't do that, because if that gets back to, players and stuff like that, it just causes more of a storm that does not have to be dealt with. Sit back, relax, enjoy it. Enjoy it. The coaching staff's got a plan, and they're going to be fine. It's just a matter of, waiting those 155 hours and seeing how it all turns out.
Yeah, no point in turning your hairs gray when you're not even in the conversation.
Or tweeting crazy stuff, or
especially that. Don't do that.
It's not worth it. So that was my 2 cents for tonight. So
good message.
So yeah, Raff's Roadies unite.
Raff's Roadies got it down. I'm not worried about those.
Yeah,
guys
they understand. They understand.
Yeah.
They're sitting back. They're relaxing. They're going to enjoy the next 155 hours. Will end up being they'll probably do a press conference later that day. So the next 160 hours is going to be great.
Yeah, so. Absolutely.
All right, Harrison, hit me with hard stuff. How'd I do last week? Oh, gosh.
Last week came down to the wire.
Yeah.
We both picked with our hearts. I picked the Bears, and I got to win. You picked the Broncos and got to win, and it came down to you picking with your heart at the very last. You would win 8-7. I would lose 7-8.
Yes.
So you got just above 500.
The streak goes on.
Just about. Yeah, Raff, you've been killing me lately.
Yeah, I don't know if
last week was a tough week.
7-8's kill, but no, I'll take it. I'll take it.
For a tough NFL week to call.
That was a tough one.
I'm surprised that I was even close to 5. When I was watching the games, I was counting them in my head. I'm like, I didn't get many of these right. There's quite a few surprising ones to me.
Well, what happened again? The Darlings, Houston Texans.
Yeah,
the Darlings,
Darlings.
Just get slaughtered.
The Dolphins was a hard one to predict.
Yeah, Dolphins, another one.
The Bears, hard one to predict. The Broncos, you maybe could have picked out, but I don't know anyone that had the Bears. I thought I was going to win.
I was on the Broncos, and I said that Russell Wilson would have over 200 yards passing, 224. I mean, that's how it's done right there.
Take notes.
I read it.
Listen to Raff.
I know my Broncos football.
Yeah, just on the Broncos.
Yes,
though,
no
other team.
Yeah, and I'll probably pick the Broncos every time. So, all right. So we'll start it out here. The Thursday night game in Las Vegas. We got the Los Angeles Chargers led by Easton Stick versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders looks like they haven't anointed anybody their starting quarterback yet, but sources coming out of Vegas are saying that Aiden O'Donnell, is it O'Donnell? O'Connell. I was thinking Neil O'Donnell. And probably the same performance. So So Aiden O'Connell, they're saying they'll probably still be the starting quarterback. So Chargers versus Raiders in the Death Star. Who do you got, Harrison?
Raiders. 2 weeks in a row, I'm picking them. They disappointed the hell out of me last week, but I'm going to roll with them again here. Give me the Aiden O'Connell experience. I just think that team, even though it's been disappointing, it's kind of been that same season for the Chargers. Being at the Death Star helps. Give me the Raiders.
All right. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going with Raiders too. And the reason why I'm going with Raiders is nothing because of the Raiders. I just think that Staley in I almost said San Diego. Staley in Los Angeles is very stale right now.
He's on the way out.
I think he's on the way of losing his team now. I think the Chargers are probably going to go belly up the rest of the year. So I'm going with the Raiders also. Raiders to win in the Death Star. All right, we'll move on to the next game at noon. Oh, we got 3 Saturday games this week. We'll only do 2 to start out with because the Broncos are one of the Saturday games. So we'll save the best for last. So at 12 o'clock on the NFL Network, we've got the Minnesota Vikings led by newly minted starting quarterback Nick Mullins going up against the Cincinnati Bengals and one of the hottest quarterbacks in the league right now, Jake Browning. 2 straight 300-yard games, I believe. Well, no, I think he had 3. Yeah, no, it is 2 straight 300-yard games.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Bengals versus the Vikings, Mullins versus Browning.
Give me the Bengals.
Go with the Bengals.
Yeah, Vikings only put up. That was one of the losses that really frustrated me. I'm like, Raiders literally get more than 3 points to win the game. They couldn't. They got shut out. Vikings win at 3-0.
Yep.
Vikings look lost to me. Bengals actually look like even without Burrow, they're finding their identity. Give me the Bengals, especially being at home. That offense just looks like they can score a lot more than what the Vikings have been just even close to showing.
I'm going to go with the Bengals also. I think right now Jake Browning's playing for a starting position, not with the Bengals, but with maybe a team around the league.
Yeah,
he might be looking at, making some money here down the road real soon. And I just don't think the Vikings just have that. And Jefferson said he's going to play this week, but he was in and out so quick last week. Mm-hmm. It was like, boom, hurt. So I'm going to go with the Bengals also. And then Kurt Warner came out and was making a lot of tweets tonight. He felt that Dobbs being benched was probably not what should have happened. He said that he actually made the right calls and the right plays, but it was just one of those things where the team wasn't playing good, and the quarterback usually gets the results of the brunt of it. So I'm going with the Bengals also. Bengals over the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings, they have them with them. I think they definitely messed up the quarterback situation, as we just saw. Like, they just put up 3 points last week. It's a tough one for them regardless. But moving on here, Raff, one more Saturday game. What do we got? Steelers, Colts?
Hey, look at you. Steelers, Colts, and this game's at 3:30 on the NFL Network. You have got, it looks like Mitch Trubisky will be starting again for the Steelers, while you've got Minshew Mania, the Colts, in Indianapolis. Robert Irsay.
I haven't rode Minshew Mania once yet. Give me the Colts.
Oh,
give me the Colts.
You're jumping on the Minshew Mania
I'm gonna
train.
hop on the bandwagon late here.
Yeah, I'm sticking on the Minshew Mania train too. I'm going with the Colts also. The Steelers, Trubisky, their offense. They fired Canada the first week after that. They showed signs of life, but that was with Kenny Pickett. Then they struggled. Then Pickett got hurt. I'm going to go with the Colts also. I'm going with Minshew Mania. Man, they'd have a chance to be 8-6. I mean, both these teams actually have a chance to be 8-6, but I'm going Minshew Mania also.
What's more surprising between the Steelers and Colts? The Colts or the Steelers having the opportunity to go 8-6?
I'm going to say the Colts going 8-6, but I look at the Steelers right now, and they should be 9-4.
Yeah.
They played 2 teams the last 2 weeks that they should have won, and they're going to look back on that. I mean, they'd be competing right now for home field advantage.
Which is incredible to say, and like, hats off to
with
the
no
defense.
offense.
Yeah.
They should be 9-4. They should be 9-4. I know AD's pulling his hair out right now because he's like, we should be 9-4, and he don't have a lot of hair to pull out.
No, he's like working at the beard hairs at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a single hair left up top he can pluck at. So,
so the Steelers just got to be so upset, but that's the way of the NFL. All right, we'll move on to the next game. This game's on Sunday at noon. This one is in Miami. You've got the New York Jets and Zach Wilson going against the Miami Dolphins and Tua. There is rumor on the street that Jake Sorensen will be at the game. It is not 100% as of tonight due to they are expecting 5 to 8 inches of rain. So Jake is still trying to decide whether he's going to try and make the trek down there. I told him do it, but he's afraid that he goes down there, he might wash away. So we'll see what happens if Jake's able to be there. Jets, Dolphins. Jets played really well last week with Zach Wilson. Dolphins, you got to look at Tyreek Hill. You got to wonder if he's going to play this week. How injured is that ankle? Mm-hmm. I know he came back in the second half of last week's game, but he admitted that there was a lot of pain going on there. So Dolphins, Jets in Miami.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Going with the Dolphins.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins on this one. Jets, they surprised me. They surprised me last week. I thought they were dead in the water, but I do think this Dolphins team, especially after an embarrassing loss, the craziest stat, I didn't realize teams were 767 wins, 0 losses, went up by 14 with 3 minutes left.
Yep.
Crazy stat.
Thankfully, not a Broncos
Dolphins,
record.
You got to be pissed about that. Give me the Miami Dolphins. Think they'll be okay. It is getting tough right now, though, because the Dolphins fans are losing their minds. They want to hit the panic button. I'm a Dolphins fan. Calm down. If you're Sorensen out there, take a breather. You still have the most wins in your division. It's okay. Just win out. They do have a tough schedule, so that could be problematic. But I think within mind of that tough schedule, they know they have to take care of business versus the Jets because they got the Cowboys yet. They still got, I think they got the Cowboys, they got the Eagles, and I think they finished with the Bills. So
yeah,
they got a gauntlet of
they
schedule
got a tough
here
schedule.
Yet, so
I'm going to go with the Dolphins also. I still think that, I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for saying this. I really think if the weather would have been nice this weekend in Miami, that Aaron Rodgers would have played this week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the rain and stuff, that'll take it out. But I just feel that
You thought Rodgers would have played?
I think Aaron Rodgers would have played this week.
Oh, my God.
Because he had it down for 12-24 to come back. And I think if the weather would have been warm in Miami and nice weather, I think Aaron Rodgers would have made a chance, would have took a shot at coming back this week.
Man, no, but I mean, I don't think I don't think he would. I think that'd just be crazy to go ahead and try it. But that is Rodgers. Rodgers is crazy.
I really think that he might have attempted it, but with the weather being what it is. But I'm going with Miami. I'm going with Tua. I think they'll have enough, even if Tyreek sits out. I think the Dolphins, I think their key to their victories are running the ball. They're dangerous. Achane and Mostert, when they run the ball, are dangerous. but they get away from it. They almost like they have that love of the pass too much. That might be McDaniels, maybe a little bit of his downfall as he likes to throw that ball. But I thought they ran the ball really well Monday night. I just didn't understand why they kept on going away from it. So
it just lean in. I don't understand that with teams. The Bills, it's like the same thing for me. It's like, I wonder why you struggle at field goals in the red zone. And like, it's couch coaching. I'm from my couch, but it's just sitting there and I'm like, you guys never have a run game. You get to the red zone and it's through the air or nothing. Like
or a quarterback draw with Josh Allen. That's
which is great to have, but you have
and
Josh
they have
Allen.
That James Cook, he's decent running back.
Yeah.
They just don't.
To me, it's just like the spacing, the plays they call with the run. They're not creative at all. And with the Dolphins, they are creative, but they get away from it.
Yeah.
When you got a lead, you can't afford a 3 and out.
Yeah.
Even if you run the ball 3 times.
I was laughing. I just thought Achane and Mostert were running all over them. And then all of a sudden they're beat. I'm like, how did this happen? But all right, we'll move on to the next game. We're going to go the Texans versus the Titans in Nashville at noon. This is an interesting game here. The Texans are going to be without, not yet, but most every player that's been in the concussion protocol this year has had to sit out the next week.
Yeah.
But I think there's been like 2 that have got to play the next week. So CJ Stroud could be in the concussion protocol. We still don't know yet if he'll be there. So it could be Davis Mills facing Will Levis and the Titans in Tennessee, which gets even crazier for this game. The Titans are wearing the Houston Oilers throwback uniforms this week.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
I think the Texans should be the ones wearing the Houston Oilers throwback uniforms.
It's the way that whole situation ended.
It's not right. It's not right. I think the Texans have more of a right to wear those Oilers uniforms than the Titans do. I understand the Titans were the Oilers, but they shunned Houston. And the Love You Blue Houston Oilers is the Houston Oilers. They're not the Tennessee Titans. And I think it's a bit showing a little disrespect to the city of Houston.
Well, they should have respected him with that whole. He took those colors away.
Yep, Bud Adams.
If I remember correctly, that was a kind of a middle finger to
Bud Adams.
So those are the Titans colors, and they are the Titan Oilers now.
All right,
they messed up. They dropped the ball. So give me the Titans. They're rolling high right now. CJ Stroud, the only way I can see that game somehow being if he's healthy, but I don't think he's going to be back in time for the concussion protocol, and I'm pretty much leaving it at that. I just don't think without Stroud what that offense even looks like. He's been such a bright spot, out of rookie QB and just QB in general in the league.
All right, here's the deal. My head is saying take the Titans, but my heart is saying take the Texans because you do not wear the Love You Blue uniforms against the Houston Texans team. It's Houston. Love You Blue, Houston. I'm going with the Texans. Davis Mills, if you're the starting quarterback, you show the Bud Adams family you should have never have took the Oilers away from Houston. I'm going with the Texans.
No, I just hope he has like a 0 touchdown, 2 interception game.
Oh, no. Davis
we
Mills.
can rewind this one back.
Davis Mills is going to represent greatness. And if it's Stroud, it's Stroud. I'll fire in his eyes. So I'm going with the Texans.
All right. Fair enough pick. I can see the historic reasoning behind it.
Yep. Titans should not be able to wear them. They shunned Houston. They should not wear them. So, all right. We'll move on to the next game. At noon, we've got the 6-7 Baker Mayfield-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against the 6-7 Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love. They probably could be 7-6 right now. I guess they both probably could be 7-6 right now, but both sitting at 6-7. Both, I think these are big games to save their seasons if they have any hopes of being in the playoffs. Buccaneers, Packers at Lambeau Field at 12 o'clock.
I said it last week. I was riding the Buccaneers Baker Mayfield experience, and I would continue to write it if they managed to beat the Falcons, and they did. And I just hate the Packers. I don't want to see them win anymore, even though I picked them last week. I was dead wrong about that. So that's what happens if I give the Packers any sort of credit. So I'm going to pick them to go ahead and lose this week. Give me the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield mania. Upset the crowd at Lambeau Field.
Lambeau Field. All right, I am going to select Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. I think the Baker Mayfield experience is probably going to come to a crash and a burn, and I'm going to go with Jordan Love in front of that home crowd. I think the weather might be nice and crisp, and you've got those Buccaneers coming up from Tampa Bay, sitting out on the beaches. And
Baker's used to it though. Cold doesn't bother him.
No.
He'll figure it out.
Nope. I'm going with the Packers and Jordan Love. Jordan Love, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh man, give me one more, Baker. Just one more game. Rain on their parade.
I don't know.
That's a bad enough team to really add salt to the.
It's going to be Lambeau leaps and go Pack go.
Oh,
go Pack go.
I can't stand that when you keep saying that. Whether it's the Cowboys, the Packers one hurts me the most. Can't even say it. But man, it's just tough. I'm still just bitter about the whole Jordan Love looking somewhat okay. Just don't want it to turn out that way at all.
Okay, should we do one more game or throw it to break? It's up to you.
Yeah, actually, let's see. We got get one more in here. Let's get one more.
All right, one more game. We're going to go with, from New Orleans, we got the New York Giants and Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, going up against the New Orleans Saints and Derek D.C. Carr. Giants, Saints, in the Big Easy. You got Cutlets versus Carr. Hopefully his agent goes. Tommy DeVito's agent. What a riot. I want to be like him when I get older.
He's an incredible guy. Fun story.
It. Tommy Cutlets.
Give me the Saints.
Going with Saints.
Yeah, this is a game where if you're looking for advice on betting, don't listen to me on this one.
All right.
I don't have a good feeling at all about this one. I'm just rolling with Derek Carr because I think he's a better quarterback.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going with Wan'Dale Robinson and the New York Giants, Tyree Jackson, and Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets. And the reason why I'm doing this is as bad as the Giants season has started out, they are only one game out of the playoff picture at 5-8.
That's Giants-esque, if I've ever heard it.
I'm going with the Giants and Tommy DeVito and his agent. The Giants are captivating America right now. The
G-men.
The Giants and Tommy Cutlets DeVito. Giants it is. Take Saquon Barkley. The Giants are rolling right now. Watch out. Wild card. They're on their way. They're on their way.
That is crazy to think that they still got a shot in the playoffs.
Yeah. When I heard that,
makes me want to rethink my pick a little bit.
There's only like 2 teams eliminated from playoff contention.
The Bears are in the hunt, which is crazy to think.
There's 30 teams still involved at a chance at a playoff. So, all right, everybody. That will do it for the first segment of the Wide World of Raff. We will send it to break, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back to the Wide World of Raff.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
With MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
If your home heating system is making strange noises or just doesn't work like it should, call your friends at Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Sign up for Bryant's exclusive ESP service protection plan. You'll get twice annual complete and thorough service on all brands, and you'll never pay overtime charges on evenings, weekends, or holidays. Schedule your heating check today and ask about Bryant's ESP plan to save money. Call 467-1111 or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Lights Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Welcome back to the wide world of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the wide world of Ralph on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday night, about 9:30, and Harrison and I are just going through the games for the NFL, which stands for not for long when you make calls like that, for the upcoming Week 15. So we will move on to our next game at noon on Sunday. We've got the Atlanta Falcons and Desmond Ridder at 6-7 going up against the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young at 1-12 at Carolina. Falcons, Panthers. Harrison, who do you have?
The Panthers have had enough.
Yo, you going Carolina?
Yeah, give me the Carolina for the last win of the NFL season.
Wow.
I think if they're going to get one, it's over the Falcons. I think there's going to be an upset. Falcons last week, I said it before. I picked the Buccaneers to beat the Packers. Buccaneers seem like a really bad team to me.
Yeah.
Falcons don't seem like a great team. I think Bryce Young, confidence builder. You finally managed to get one. Huh? This is the one. This is, if I'm being your only opportunity. And more of me just wants to see the Panthers get another win.
All right. I am selecting the Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Pitts scored a touchdown last week. He started out the game, and he was on fire.
Mm-hmm. They listened to you. They were listening on the air.
And unfortunately, after about 4 minutes of the first quarter, that was the end of Kyle Pitts. And you never heard from him the rest of the game. But I'm going with Bijan Robinson. I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons over the Panthers in Carolina. The Falcons are going to move up to 7-7. We got to get a team in this division, at least to 500. So I'm going with the Falcons. Falcons over the Panthers.
All right, fair enough. That's a game where I really just want to see I just not high on the Falcons at all. I think for the Panthers, this is a possible pick-me-up game. I think they can actually go into this one believing they can win it. I imagine how much of that team's problem is just confidence and zero belief they're going to win a game from here on out. Yep. So give me Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.
All right, I'm going Falcons. 7-7 Falcons. They're gonna be 500 after this week. All right, we'll move on to the next game at noon on Fox. The Chicago Bears and Justin Fields will be facing off against the Cleveland Browns and Joe, the ageless one, Flacco. Flacco versus the Bears. I think Flacco, they moved back to the practice squad this week too, so they'll have to reactivate him again this week. Eventually, I guess they'll put him on the regular roster, I would think. But you got the Bears versus Browns in Cleveland.
Give me the Bears. I will say this. I love watching Flacco, though. He's got
Flacco magic.
He's got the tightest spiral. I swear, when he hops out on that field, when he throws the ball, you don't know if you're going to get a pick or a beautiful dot, but he is just an enigma in himself, and it looks like he could be playing. If he had a perfect pocket, he could be playing until he was 50. Just throws it on a dot. Unfortunately, it can just be all over the place and throw a pick too. But give me the Chicago Bears. Serious confidence. You just beat the Detroit Lions after they were coming off a bitter game themselves. Justin Fields, DJ Moore, Mooney, and other guys just been awesome for it consistently. Not Montgomery. He's on the Lions now. Deontay Foreman, absolute baller's ball, running the ball for him. So I think they got some confidence. They're still in the hunt. It's not like there's nothing to play for. Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears. All right. I am going to select the Cleveland Browns. I'm going with the dog pound in Cleveland. That defense going to give Justin Fields all sorts of problems. Joe Flacco, very interesting. Like I said, he's still on the practice squad. He had the option this week if another team came a calling and wanted to sign him to their regular roster. He had that option to leave Cleveland, and he's played really well the last 2 weeks. But he told Cleveland that, hey, I want to play here. I'm having fun here. The most fun I've had in a long time.
God, I love Flacco.
So I'm going with Flacco magic. Flacco, the dog pound, Amari Cooper, Jerome Ford, Kareem Hunt, Myles Garrett. Yep, I'm going with the Browns, the dog pound, to go. Man, they're going to be 9-5 if they win this week.
It'll be interesting. This is a game where it's going to be fun.
Wow.
Justin Fields, if you can find a way to buy time against this Browns defensive line and secondary, I'll be impressed. Because that's so much of the Bears' offense is Justin Fields buying. He's still got to work on his reads to get the ball out a little quicker, so he doesn't have to do that all the time. But if he can buy time against this Browns defense, I'll be impressed.
If they can go to 9-5, the Browns, that is without Watson. Man, 9-5. Yeah, the Steelers got to be just scratching their heads right now because they should actually be 9-4 right now. But it happens. But yeah, the Browns.
Slightly better defense.
I'm going with the Browns. All right, we'll move on to the next game. This game's at noon on Fox. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New England Patriots at Foxborough at noon. Patrick Mahomes coming off just an embarrassing episode, which he came out and pretty much he's apologized, I think, for it too. Not really apologized, more for his actions towards Josh Allen, not really much to the NFL. Going up against the New England Patriots and Bailey Zappi.
Patriots surprised me.
Got to win.
Yeah, they got to win. They did it by scoring way more than just 10 points. What they scored? 31?
Yeah, they scored a lot more than I thought they were going to score. I was like,
pretty damn good.
I thought maybe they'd score maybe 10, and they were scoring juggernaut. You got a lot going on in Foxborough this week. You got some, the silent leaking reports saying that Belichick is, coaching his final games for the Patriots. They asked Belichick about it in his press conference on Monday, and he said, "I'm on to the Chiefs. I'm on to the Chiefs." No. So he went back to his normal thinking about the Chiefs. But you got the Chiefs and Patriots in Foxborough.
Give me the Chiefs still.
Still
taking the Chiefs. I think they talked to Kadarius Toney. They shake hands. Hey, it happens.
Yep.
I will say real quick, Joe, just on that whole note, that was happening all game long. Chiefs, you never corrected yourself. And the refs, at some point, the ref should have said you're off. or you're on, but never happened. If you're Patrick Mahomes, like that was happening all game long.
Well, it's funny about that too, is they talked about, warning them and stuff like that. And going back to my coaching days, playing days and stuff like that, I guess I never thought the receiver was asking the referee whether they were offsides or not. They were always asking, am I on the line or off the line or not?
Mm-hmm.
And so I would have referees that would be like, hey, you got a receiver that's maybe lining up a little too far off the line. You're going to have to, get him on the line or else we're going to have to call legal formation. And I'd seen warnings like that before, but I never heard the warning like, hey, your guy's offsides warning. I've never had that warning. Usually if you're offsides, you're offsides.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you get a warning for that one?
I don't think you do. I think you point to be like, hey, am I on the line? But I've never had that you're over the line. I've never had a referee say that, oh, you're over the line. It's always been, oh yeah, you're on the line. So I think that's a receiver. You've got to know
that's where
when you line up, you look across, and if you're in front of the ball, you're probably offside. Step back. I just thought it was, I don't know. I just, the way Mahomes was acting, I was just like, you're arguing like you wanted the play to stand because it was a great play, but he was offsides. I mean,
yeah,
he was offsides.
Pretty
it's like, well, you got to let it slide. And then talking about, you don't want to be talking about the refs. Look back over the last 6 years or 5 years at Patrick Mahomes and some of the calls that he's got gift wrapped to him. I still remember one of his first starts against the Broncos.
Yeah.
The play clock was at 0-0-0.
Snaps the ball, it still counts.
And I'm arguing. I'm like, it should be a penalty. It should be a penalty. And I got told by the Chiefs fans, well, that's just part of the game. And I'm like, but it was delay a game. So, and then the Super Bowl last year, I'm like, maybe you make that call, maybe you don't. Was it holding? Probably was, but sometimes that call don't get called.
Yeah.
And they called the penalty, and all of a sudden, I was like, okay, whatever. But
glad you agree with me on this, because they seem like they've been like one of the major beneficiaries of bad calls going their way.
Totally.
Not because it's rigged, because they're getting lucky. And then they have one that legitimately your guy's offsides. I'm sorry they didn't illegally call it the entire night.
Yeah, I was scratching.
Crybaby.
I was scratching my head the entire time, and I was like, I don't get it. And then the Chiefs this week will be interesting to see if Taylor Swift's in the crowd. If it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Taylor!
Oh, I know she's listening.
But it's going to be interesting to see who they show more, because Tommy Cutlets' dad and agent got a lot of TV time on Monday night. So it'll be interesting to see if the Chiefs bounce back with a lot more Swift time, because I think that's the NFL battle right now. The Cutlets family or the Swift family? Who gets more television?
Cutlets are prime time. That should have been time. They should have been family person of the year.
Yes.
Cutlets, give me them.
So I'm going with the Chiefs also. I think that the Chiefs, I mean, they're upset. I mean, I guess they got a chip on their shoulder, but it's the weirdest chip because
self-created chip.
You created your own chip. Now you think the NFL is out to get you because you lined up offsides. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs also. The Chiefs over the Patriots. I think the game will be maybe a little bit closer than what people think.
I would love for the Patriots to blow them out of the water.
Hey, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at all, because that would be very nice for the Denver football Broncos. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs just for the fact that I think they've got their self-created chip on their shoulder now that everybody's out to get them, even though they were offsides. But, to each their own. I'll go with the Chiefs over the Patriots. All right, we'll move on to the next game. This game is at 3:05. It's in Arizona. You've got the Cardinals versus the 49ers. The 49ers sitting at 10-3, playing probably the best football in the NFL with them and the Cowboys probably. You got the 49ers and Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals. Purdy's just a game. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the 49ers. Did you hear Cam Newton's comments?
Oh, yeah.
Not just he called Tua. He grouped Tua. I think Stafford in that group.
I
blasphemous coming from him, I thought.
I just came to the realization with Cam that he's probably trying to get clicks right now, and I don't really think he knows really. I'm going to be honest. When his decline happened was when his supernatural gifts left him. When those left, he wasn't the quarterback he was. And I think now he's holding on to something. He still thinks that he's like one of the top 15 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, the way I got it is like he thought of himself as a game changer, and he doesn't think any of those guys are.
And ever since that, basically the Super Bowl against the Broncos, he never did return back to the form that he was. And a lot of that was just he took a lot of beating. and he just wasn't the Cam Newton that he once was. In his mind, I'm sure he still thinks he is, but I just think it's just one of those things where now he's just trying to get attention. But I'm going with the 49ers. I just don't see the Cardinals even probably being on the same field. It's probably one of those games where if you've got fantasy football teams and you got Christian McCaffrey, you're going to be very upset because they'll probably be sitting out middle of the third quarter, and you're going to be like, I need points to get to the playoffs. But I'm going with the 49ers. I think Purdy's playing really good football right now. Game manager or no game manager, if you're throwing for 3 touchdowns a game and you're leading your team, I mean, if you're looking at it like that, was Joe Montana a good quarterback or a game manager? I mean, he had John Taylor, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, John Frank. Was he a game manager? Because, Bill Walsh was calling amazing plays for him, or was he executing the offense? So I'm going with Brock Purdy. I'm going with the 49ers over the Cardinals also.
Yeah, no, I'll just say this too. With the 49ers, even if you are a game manager, to me, that's an elite skill.
Yeah.
There's plenty of quarterbacks that can't even game manage.
Can I game manage?
So if that's your skill and you're incredible at it, who cares?
Yeah, I want to
game
manage 300 yards and 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
You want that. If you're a quarterback in the NFL, you want that system. You don't want to be that quarterback that has to throw everything on your shoulders every week. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I lived it in the 80s. John Elway every week. It was John Elway this, John Elway that, John Elway this. When did the Broncos, I'll admit it, when the Broncos start winning Super Bowls? When he got a team around him. I mean, that's how it works. That's how it's done. So I'd much rather be a game manager executing the offense and winning games than being a guy going out and throwing it all on your shoulders. I mean, that's
see how that works. Like with Cam Newton, kind of again referring to him, that got you out of the league early.
Yeah,
because you had to do everything.
Took such a beating.
It was awesome to watch. We loved it, but you had a shorter career as a result of putting the game on your shoulder all the time.
And I look at Josh Allen. He's playing decent football right now, but for a while there, you were like, man, did he take too many hits? He's not putting up the silly numbers that he has the prior years, but he's bounced back now and playing good. But I would rather have a good offense, game manager, Kyle Shanahan offense any day over being in Carolina and running quarterback draws all day and putting the entire game on your own shoulders. So I guess if Cam Newton wants to believe that he was a game changer, I believe he was when he was healthy.
100%. He was.
But the problem was he only gave three years of that. And after 3 years, it was pretty much 2012, 13, 14, 15. So 4 years, but
fourth year was not as.
His fourth year was the Super Bowl year, I believe.
Was it?
Because 12, 13, 14, 15.
You're right. Yeah.
Last
year, Super Bowl year.
And then that was it. So, all right. So we're sitting here.
How many we got left here?
We have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, one. Oh, no. Hang on. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 games left.
Let's get one more in here real quick. Okay. We'll save 4 for the last one.
This is a good one. This will be a fast one. Washington Commanders versus LA Rams in Los Angeles at SoFi. Commanders and Rams. Commanders 4-9. Rams 6-7. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going with Stafford and the boys.
Yeah, Rams too.
Rams.
Yep. All right, easy enough on that.
That was easy. All right, what we'll do now is we will throw it to break. This is the Wide World of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll come back and wrap it up.
We'll be right back to the Wide World of Raff.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite Tailored Light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you gotta come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Have yourself a classic little Christmas this year by giving Nebraska Lottery scratch and lotto tickets as gifts. They're fast, fun, easy, and make great stocking stuffers, party favors, and last-minute presents. Choose from our family of 4 holiday classic scratch tickets with top prizes of $2, $10, $20, and $50,000. And don't forget to pick up tickets for our always popular lotto games like Powerball, Mega Millions, Lucky for Life, Nebraska Pick 5, and more. They'll all make your holidays truly classic. Top prize odds vary by game.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
It's that poise, that resiliency that stopped Michigan State runs and got Nebraska started on a few. There were a couple moments, especially early, and then after that Walker run, you're like, okay, we've seen this story before for Nebraska. They'll fight, and then they'll fall apart. This is where it all comes unraveled. It didn't tonight, and that's a huge improvement from Creighton and from Minnesota.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. We'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is offering some huge holiday discounts from now until January 2nd. On select new Chevrolet vehicles, we are offering $8,000 off MSRP or 1.9% financing. Yes, you heard right. That's $8,000 off or 1.9% financing on select new Chevrolets. We also have some huge discounts on our new GMC inventory, so stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Includes finance, trade, and Costco bonus with roof credit. Stock number C299464.
John Henry's would like to remind you, if you haven't already, to unhook your outdoor hoses and check faucets for leaks so your pipes don't freeze. As the official plumber of the Huskers, you know who to call when a plumbing issue arises. From frozen pipes to clogged drains, we can help you protect your home this winter. Give John Henry's a call today to schedule at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
You're listening to the Wide World of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is the Wide World of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket. Got 4 more picks left. Started up. Dallas Cowboys versus the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Cowboys, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Bills coming off a big victory over the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's in Buffalo or in Dallas?
It's in Buffalo.
Okay.
Oh,
I was going to change my mind, but give me the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just picking with my heart entirely tonight. I really don't want to see the Packers win. I really want to see the Chiefs lose, even though I picked them to win. But with the Cowboys, I think you might see their one slip up here. I think they'll still be solid to finish out the year, but the schedule's getting tough. Bills are going to test them early here. Give me the Buffalo Bills as they look to get right as they continue to push for the playoffs.
All right, here. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. The reason why I'm going to go with the Cowboys is I think the Bills exerted a lot in Kansas City last week to beat the Chiefs. Cowboys are playing good football. They've got the defense. They got the offense. I think the Cowboys will be too much for the Bills. Cowboys with a big victory in Buffalo.
Fair enough. Pete will be happy.
Yep, Pete, I picked them for you. All right, next game, we got the Sunday night football game, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Jacksonville Jags. In Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence surprised everyone by playing last week. I didn't think there was any way possible, but Ravens versus Jags in Jacksonville.
Give me the Ravens. They still got to show me some more weaknesses. They've just been red hot.
I'm going to go with the Ravens also. I think Lamar Jackson's making a run, trying for that maybe another MVP candidacy. The Jags, I don't know. They were playing really good football, but it just seems like they're kind of struggling a little bit right now. So I'm going to go with the Ravens also, and on Sunday night football. So we'll move on to the Monday night football game. We've got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Seattle Seahawks. Sounds like Geno Smith will be back this week for the Seahawks, and you got the Eagles coming off a loss last week with Jalen Hurts at quarterback and A.J. Brown and the boys.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. They're struggling though. They got to figure some things out. Yep. It's been disappointing. Kind of this part of the season's been really rough.
It's a weird 10-3 for the Eagles this year. Like
I'm more uncomfortable the later you get in the season.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they're clicking on all cylinders like they were last year at this time. But I'm going to go with the Eagles also. I know they're playing in Seattle. The 12s get loud up there, but I think the Eagles bounce back after last week's debacle. So I'm going to go with the Eagles also.
All right.
All right. It is that time of the night at 7:15 on Saturday on the NFL Network. It is the Denver Football Broncos versus the Detroit Lions in Detroit. One-eyed Ray, I'm sure he's listening. I'm sure Nick's listening right now. Broncos, Lions. Who do you have, Harrison?
The Lions are going to be so mad that it's not going to matter. The Broncos are still going to pull away with the win. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Oh, my goodness. The first time all year the flip has happened. I've converted him into a Denver Broncos fan.
Well, hey, okay, hold your mouth there. Well,
not a Denver Broncos fan?
No, but I like the odds here. They feel like they're playing really well. You called it. To be fair, you've been calling them with the Broncos. So if I'm smart here, I'll just go with the Raff's Roadie's advice on the Broncos.
All right, here's my deal here. You are right. I think the Lions are going to be very upset with the way they played against the Bears last week. So it's a scary game for me. It is a scary game. However, the reason why I'm selecting the Denver Broncos, not only because I always select them, but Russell Wilson had a baby daughter earlier this week.
Oh, that's huge.
And I think Russell is going to probably want to play this game to be like, this was the first game that my daughter was on earth or outside or
works for Baker.
Born.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Broncos here. I think also I'm going to say it for what week are we in? 15th time. So the Broncos have played for 14. Will be playing their 14th game this week. Jerry Jeudy is going to have a big game. I just feel it. I don't know when it's going to happen. It might be one big game for the entire year, but I think sooner or later, Jerry Jeudy is going to have a big game for the Broncos. And I think this might be it inside in Detroit. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos to go to 8-6 and in the hunt. So that is what I'm talking about.
I'm with you there on Jeudy. He seems
it's
like
gotta happen.
He is so good out there. Like every single time. I watched
he was
him
open a
early.
few times last week. He just had maybe a couple mental breakdowns, but his route running, he's open. He's just got to catch the ball and get his feet in bounds.
Yeah, he's got elite speed and everything else.
I believe in you, Jerry Jeudy. We salute you, Jerry Jeudy. All right. That does it for the Wide World of Ralph on 93.7 The Ticket. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you on the drive in the morning.